Good morning students, how are you? Students, in this video we will study about the Ampere's circuital law. Okay, in the previous video, when current is made to flow through any conductor, then magnetic field is produced around the conductor, and the magnetic lines of forces are as concentric circles around the conductor, and the strength of magnetic field we would determine by the Biot-Savart's law. Okay, so we will discuss here about the Ampere's circuital law. Ampere's circuital law is the alternative law to determine the magnetic field around any current carrying conductor. So students, first of all, we will know what is the statement of Ampere's circuital law. Ampere's circuital law states that the line integral of magnetic field along any closed path or closed loop or closed circuit is equal to the mu naught times of the current threading or current passing through the surface enclosed by the closed circuit or closed loop. Okay. Mathematically, the Ampere's circuital law is represented by line integration of magnetic field equal mu naught into current, where mu naught is the absolute permeability and I is the current flowing through the conductor. Okay, this circle in the integration shows that the line integration of magnetic field is along the closed circular loop or closed circular circuit. Okay, and now we will prove this. Students, consider about an infinitely long straight current carrying conductor, and current is made to flow through this conductor I along this direction. Due to this current, here magnetic field will be produced around the conductor, and the magnetic lines of force will be as concentric circles around the conductor. Near this conductor, we have to determine the magnetic field at any point. Let this is the observation point. Join this observation point from the current carrying conductor. This is the distance of this observation point. Draw a circular loop passing through this observation point P. This circular loop is like this. Let this is the current carrying conductor. So the circular loop will be perpendicular to the current carrying conductor like this. Okay. And in the electrostatics, we have studied about the Gauss theorem. What is the Gauss theorem? According to the Gauss theorem, the surface integration of magnetic field, is equal to the 1 upon epsilon time of the charge enclosed by the closed surface. Okay, and that surface was called the Gaussian surface. In the same way, here in the Ampere circuital law, this circular loop is called Amperian loop. Okay, by the Ampere circuital law, the line integration of magnetic field is equal to mu naught time of the current threading through the conductor. Okay, this is. So what is the difference between them? This is for electrical field and this is for magnetic field. This is the surface integration of electric field and this is the line integration of magnetic field. So we have to prove this. Take a small element of length dl in this circular loop. Okay, this element is only small element, not current element, because current is not flowing through this circular loop. This element is not taken along the current carrying conductor, this element is taken along the circular loop, that is Amperian loop. Okay, that's why this is not current element, this is only small element. Okay, now this is the small element of blue color, and length of this small element is dl, like this. Okay, so what will be the direction of this small element? You know that the direction of magnetic lines of force are anti-clockwise if the direction of current is upward direction by the right hand thumb rule. If this thumb shows the direction of current flowing through the conductor, then the curl of fingers shows the direction of magnetic lines of force. So the direction of this magnetic line of force will be anti-clockwise. Okay. Now draw the tangent at point P. The direction of tangent will be along this direction, like this. If this is the small element dl and this is the tangent drawn from the point P, let this is point P, so this will be the direction of dl, okay, perpendicular to the current carrying conductor. Okay, now what will be the direction of magnetic field at point P? By the right hand thumb rule, direction of magnetic field will be along the direction of tangent drawn from the point P. So the direction of magnetic field will be along this direction, and the direction of dl is along this direction. Okay, these are in the same direction. The line integration of magnetic field is this. This is the dot product of two vectors. So by the formula of dot product, here B dl cos theta will be there. Okay, where theta is the angle between dl and B. So here theta is 0 degree because these are in the same direction. So theta equal 0 degree. Now the line integration of magnetic field will be line integration B dl cos 0 degree, cos 0 degree. Okay, or line integration of magnetic field is integration B dl, because cos 0 is equal 1. Okay, B is the magnetic field. So for constant distance at point P, magnetic field is constant. So we can take common. So B line integration of dl, it is equal line integration of magnetic field. This dl is the length of this small element, and integration of dl is the sum of the lengths of all the small elements, and the total length of number of small elements is equal to the circumference of the circular path. So here B into 2 pi r, and it is equal vector B dl. What is this? This is the magnetic field at point P. Using Biot-Savart's law, B is equal mu naught I upon 2 pi r. We will also derive the formula of magnetic field by Ampere's circuital law. On putting the value of B in this equation, so line integration of magnetic field will be mu naught I upon 2 pi r into 2 pi r. 2 pi r cancel. So the line integration of magnetic field will be equal mu naught I. This proves the Ampere's circuital law. And in the next lecture, we have to derive the formula B equal mu naught I 2 pi r by the Ampere's circuital law. Okay, thanks.